Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Now, let's go to the Snowball fight.
Yeah,
we have Scott Munro on
not
us.
A fight, it's the attack.
It was not a fight. It was a one-way battle.
Exactly. And joining us now is Scott Munro, who is head of the Detectives Endowment Association. And Scott, the fact that the mayor keeps coming out and saying, it was a snowball fight, like it was a bunch of kids having fun.
Let's refuse to call it a fight. It's not a fight. It was a one-way battle.
It was an attack on our police department.
Yeah. So Scott, how do your officers see it?
Well, it's not looking good. I called it today broken windows. You got to start with this. We got to take care of this. We should be arresting these people for doing that. They have to respect the men and women in blue. Otherwise, it's going to get real bad come May, June, July. Everybody's going to be doing what they want, and that's not what it's all about. We just put a bill together that we're going to give to the Senate and the Assembly. It's called the HALO bill. It's where these people are coming up and videoing our detectives and police officers in their face, and they're giving their private information out, where they live and how many cases they had and when they were in trouble, and it's going on social media. So, Florida does it, and it's called the HALO. It's called the HALO bill they have there, and it's basically if you get 25 feet to a police officer, you could be arrested for a misdemeanor class A.
Wow, that's like if they're doxing, or, which,
Correct.
Wow. By the way, Scott, let me go back to the Snowball attack, because that's what it was. There were a number of officers, I understand.
They were hitting the officers in their faces.
Yeah, in the eyes. I mean, that's really dangerous. And there were reports that they were putting some rocks in the snowballs. A couple of them went to the hospital. Is that right, Scott?
Yes, it is.
And what would have happened if I was a police officer and had my old police officer's stick and hit one of those guys over the head? Do I go to jail? Do I lose my house?
Yeah, basically that's what's going to happen. And the wonderful CCRB, Civilian Complaint Review Board, they're coming right after you. That's why we need to put laws in effect. We have an election this year, as with the governor's race. We're coming out. We have a public safety alliance with over 500,000 votes in law enforcement through the state. And these are some of the problems that we're having, and we're going to discuss them. We're going to do a Zoom in another 2 weeks. We had a meeting on January 22nd, and we're very concerned. We're very concerned that this is happening to our members of the service in New York, because guess what? Because it can happen anywhere in New York State. You let it happen here, it'll happen anywhere.
Absolutely. By the way, I'm really happy.
We're going to send you the minicast later on. Make sure you distribute this conversation to all your detectives, retired and whatever, because they deserve to know what the heck is going on.
Yeah, the whole group.
Even if they're in Arizona resting.
Yeah. By the way, also, guys, too, I want to give a shout out to Jessica Tisch. Of course, the NYPD commissioner, she came out and said it's reprehensible, it's disgraceful, and it's criminal. So I'm happy to see the NYPD commissioner is stepping up, because it is criminal.
And she's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
And what's happening here, I will tell you about, and I think I have to remind the listeners that these police officers, these detectives went to work with 3 foot of snow, whether they lived in Long Island or upstate or Staten Island. They came to work because they have a job to do.
Everybody showed up on the job.
Right. We didn't have a snow day at the NYPD like they did at the Manhattan DA's office, okay? My detectives, we protect everybody. We protect the Speaker of the Council, which I know doesn't agree with this, a very nice woman. And I will tell you this, we protect the DA, we protect the governor, we protect the mayor. We don't need snowballs thrown at our people.
I agree.
Scott, we agree with you 100%.
Bravo.
And let's talk again real soon. Thank you so
Scott,
much.
You are terrific. We love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially healthcare. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.